Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. The one said the apostles at Great Millstone, salute to you both, teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. Gonna see how long I go on this one. I'm gonna try and we'll see how long it goes. It might be short. Might do a part two. So I'm gonna play this and just bring out some scriptures, but before I go into it, this is the setting or the setup or setting up, the whole infrastructure for the New World Order, Mark of the Beast, that whole system, the digital age, as it's being called by WEF and all that, who, if you know, acronyms for those organizations, people like that. So let's play.
First of all, thank you for your vision. Thank you for understanding the importance of the American private sector and industry, I think, in the growth of the economy. I want to just build on some of the things that were said by my colleagues. I think we have built probably one of the most advanced technologies in the world, and part of it is because I think the commitment to innovation that we have in the country, but also the fact that it has been American technology for the world. So I think we have an incredible opportunity. When I think about what Michael said about exporting AI, I had a conversation with Secretary Howard. Now that the trade deals have been made, there's an opportunity to really build on those trade deals and export, I think, American technology. And also, as we think about the technology, it's an important vector to drive the reindustrialization, I think, of the country with technology. So we're incredibly excited about that. I think it's a big opportunity. I think it's the next
So I think it's a reindustrialize. Yeah, it's reindustrialized. So you've got I forget which one you got. The fifth industrial. This would be the fifth industrial revolution, or the sixth. But I think it's the fifth. You had the industrial revolution when they brought around like the machines and everything. And then you had everything got industrialized in the factories and that. So now they're gonna do another one with this technology. You got robots and all that, so that changes the work landscape and everything. That changes everything. That changes all things. So this is where things are headed, and this is a plan of the elite international banking families to enslave everybody, and also so what they do with this is they'll have technology enslaved. The technology on the left-hand side is a blessing of Satan, or the Most High give him the technology, didn't he? But they're using technology as a spiritual power and as enslavement to control. They're the wicked, so they're going to use it. They're going to do wicked stuff. Let's go on.
Wave of growth that we can build on those trade agreements, and I think it resonates what also Arvin said about the importance of the American technology.
He's not going to get, we're going to get spiritual powers. So they shall mount up with wings as eagles. He ain't going to get that. So the tribes of the nation of Israel, they're going to get spiritual powers. So You know, we'll be able to do things. They're not gonna get that. Their spiritual powers on the left hand side is this tech that they got. We'll be able to control the elements and things like that just with our minds, our hands. We'll be part of it. You know, we'll have them super bodies, so we're all fused with everything. We're part of the elements. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Part of the elements right now. Your body, if you like when the missiles hit, people are gonna get burnt up in the kingdom. We're gonna be able to, like, you got spontaneous combustion. People die over here this side if someone's, but we'll be able to like do that. You got X-Men and different people that can do that.
And then we're just going to finish with 2 points. There are 2 exciting things happening in the world of technology coming right now. One is as AI becomes the new form of computing, AI is going not only to the data center, but to everything, to cars, to PCs. And we see now the ability to run models that you can only run.
Cars, PCs, everything. So everything is AI is pretty much you can see what's happening. Even in a monetary system, the money and that, the money, cash is all going digital as well.
AI in the data center, you can run that on a microcomputer, on a computer for Enrique, on a server, a small server on premise. So I think we're going to see the proliferation of AI. The other one is 6G.
So the data centers, you got those data centers. These are things that they're gonna be using for the chip. They've already got the data centers out there, and they do things that people don't even know they're there. That's why Scripture talks about the eye self, having the eye self, because a lot of you are asleep. You do not have the eye self. You're ignorant. Let's get this. It's a high time. Let's get the scripture here. Let's get this. Let's get this here. Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time. Okay, we're in the end times, man. This ain't 30s, this ain't the 20s, you know what I'm saying? So we're in the end of the end. So, and that knowing the time, that now is a high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. We're right in it now. We're living in it right now. Everything's happening right now. You wake up, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So this is it, bro. We're right here. And that's why you're seeing these things happening. You got Donald J. Doom is in there, Trump. And he's just, he's working for the elite banking families, and he's just making stuff happen. They never thought he was getting in for, okay. And it was rigged. He was getting in there anyway. So if things have changed, it's over, man. The night is fast spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. The night is fast spent, the day is at hand. Right? And with Revelation 12:12, the devil comes down unto you having great wrath. So you're gonna need that armor of light because they're coming down hard. You know, your eyesight there. You know, you got all this stuff that's happening. They're coming down. You ain't gonna be able to make transactions. They're setting all this up. And this is always going on like, oh, well let's see what he says here, man.
We're going to see the proliferation of AI. The other one is 6G. We had made a commitment working with your administration, working with FCC. We're going to accelerate 6G. We're working to launch first in the world in that LA Olympics. And I think that's another opportunity for America to lead. Working with your administration, working with FCC, we're going to accelerate 6G. We're working to launch first in the world in that LA Olympics. And I think...
Okay, so he's talking about the LA Olympics. And remember, look what happened in LA. You had that fire. So this proves that all that was, you know, they were saying that was set up to set them smart cities up there in that part of LA. You know, we had the fires and stuff like that, and they actually had information on that about setting up all that data centers, smart cities up there. So people are like, well, if that's the same place, they want to do all that advert, I think, as well. So what that fire is, it was a setup, and now he's doing. And this individual here, he doesn't sound. This doesn't sound like, oh, like maybe. He's about this. And you know what I'm saying? He's about this, man. See, the Illuminati, the hidden hand, international banking families, Rothschild, Rockefellers, they are about their agendas. Because you guys believe, oh, the voting, you know, maybe this and all. If we can, there ain't none of that with the elite. So like, this now, this like things really work. Did you get to vote about data centers, man? AI data centers, and you didn't get to have a vote about that. You didn't get to vote about that.
That's another opportunity for America to lead in the next wireless evolution. So thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the partnership, and we're going to be hard at work, I think, driving that agenda.
So we're into 6G now. I just finished 5G. I was a leader on 5G, getting that done. And now they're up to 6.
Let's do it again.
What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin? A little bit deeper view into somebody's skin?
And we all know what that means. A deeper view into someone's skin. And I talk about that, but what I'm going to say, I watched a couple of GMS Vegas, some different clips, and I noticed it's like he's contradicted himself. He says that he was pushing for 5G, he was all on that, all about that, but then he goes back to saying, "No, I actually prefer when it was just wind-up radios or something like that." He goes, "Oh no," and then we got 6G. Which one is it? You for 5G? Or you for when they had wind-up radios? Which one is it, man? Let me hear exactly what he says.
A little bit deeper view into somebody's skin. See how perfect it is? I like the cameras the old days. So they just had a nice feature. Now they cover every little. Let's see, Michael, you're in good shape. You're not gonna... But I tell you, it's so the 6 is coming, huh?
It's coming.
Does it ever end? And what happens? You'll be into 7. Right? Before 6 gets old, you'll be into 7. Anybody have anything else to say? Anybody?
The other thing is...
Keep saying 666. Okay. But anyway, that's a good clip. There's more in this. And obviously the skin part is a major. That's Revelations 13. All right. What I might do is do a separate video on that. Just to going on that part as well, because like I said, Revelation 13, the mark in the hands or the forehead is a mark in the skin. So that's a very spiritual thing, important thing here. And he's working for those elites. He knows full well what the hell it's all about, man. All right. Why didn't you say no? Why didn't you go, look, man, I like it. We're at 5G. I can't be dealing with all this. It's too much. Why did he not do that? So, because he's working for them guys. You get some information. Yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, I'll jump on, talk about that. Psalm 64, the secret counsel of the wicked. He's talking about the Illuminati. Esau's hidden.
Future, you will have such a good digital twin that you'll be able to go into the metaverse, into a virtual reality world, turn a dial, pull a switch, feel around, and actually change it in the real plant.
Absolutely. And this is not. This is.
I don't know if this is the head of T-Mobile, geezer. We'll see. But there was the head of T-Mobile individual, and he basically said that we're gonna put the way because how much are you gonna keep upgrading? The next upgrade is instead of we're just gonna put the phone inside you. That's the next level. That's the highest level. That's the what they want next. You got people like David Icke, he likes to talk about that. It's another insider. You know, these individuals, because people approach him and saying, and basically, people don't really take him serious because he talks about the reptilians and all this. But what he is doing is he'll talk about he'll bring out information like this, but then he'll sway you to some Anunnaki, Babylonian philosophies. And that's part of that New World Order too, to be honest, because Satan is doing is to worship Satan straight up, which is a worshipping Satan anyway, whether you know it or not. He just had a pagan holiday. And things like that. So that's what's going on out here. So your holidays of society are pagan. All of them, man.
Not far off. I mean, the physical and the digital worlds, they will grow together, and the result is exactly what you just said.
Yeah, the technology, everything being all interlinked, all wrapped together. So he talks about your holdables, wearables. So you got a phone, then you got these smartphones to upgrade them. Cameras get better, then you got flip phones and then you got 5G and 6G, then all those wearables. You got smartwatches and different things and upgraded devices. And then and they tell you all about yourself. You wear them, so they start telling you what you're wearing, what you're holding, all that, and then you've got implantables. That's how they're trying to create that virtual world, digital age. Well, it's a snare, but they're gonna push it like it's good for you, because Scripture says they deceived them that took the mark of the beast.
I wanted to ask when you all think we're going to move from this form factor to something that's on your face, glasses, and when computing's all on the edge.
All right, 50 seconds. Who wants to answer quickly?
I think it will go. It will. First of all, it will definitely happen. I was talking about 6G earlier, which is around 2030. I would say that by then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual kind of the most common interface.
Wow.
Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies. Many of these things will be built directly into our...
So you gotta wake up, man. You're saying, this is what you thought was gonna happen, and it's everything we've been saying is here, living proof happening right now. They're telling you this is WEF, the Economics, World Economic Forum. You got the World Health. But it all ties in because the health and the way the doctor's appointments, everything, all that was changed. We're doing digital online appointments. And there was all sorts of stuff that I could say about that when they were talking about how all that's going to change as well. How you see doctors and how they diagnose you and that. Because it was online, so... But if they got you chipped, then they can digitally deal with you. You know what I'm saying? They call them the miracle chips. So it says you about him performing miracles. So there's a lot going on here. So I'm gonna do part 2 to this, Lord willing, for the Spirit, and I'm covering what you do, just going into. So I'll catch you in the next video. Shalom.